Hey guys, okay, so now it's time to go over the extra practice, page 65, 13 through 19 odd. The simple answers are 13 is yes, 15 is no, 17 is yes, and 19 is yes. Again, the whole point of this lesson is to figure out if the ratios or rates are equivalent. If you got them all right, you know what you got to do. Just go ahead and skip it. You can move on to the next thing. And if you got them wrong, well, look on. Sorry, trying to get my pencil that dropped. All right, number 13, same thing. Determine if each pair of ratios or rates is equivalent. Explain your reasoning. All right, 96 words typed. This is number 13, by the way. I should write the number down. 96 words typed in 3 minutes, 160 words typed in 5 minutes. Okay, I have 96 to 3. But as always, write the words that go with it, please. 96 words per minute. And the other one was 160 words in 5 minutes. Okay. Okie dokie. Just a quick glance. I can't scale up from 3 to 5 using a whole number. I can't scale up going from 96 to 160 using a whole number. So let's see if we can make unit rates out of this. Or I can just simplify. Either way, whatever you want to decide to do. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can... I notice this ends in a 6. If I add the digits, 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 is a multiple of 3. I can divide by 3. It's divisibility rules. Trust me when I say it, you can divide both those by 3. We have 1, and then we have 32. 32 to 1. Divide this by 5. Divide this by 5. We have 1 at the bottom. Again, we want a unit rate. Well, it just worked out. I didn't even say I wanted a unit rate, but it ends up that's what I end up getting anyways, so it's fine. All right, how many times does 5 go into 16? I can make 3 groups. 32. Hey, look at that. Now, I realize I didn't show any work because I did it in my head. And it's not because I'm smarter or like some genius or anything. It's just I've done this long enough. And that's all it is, experience. So if you're still not at that level yet, by all means, just keep doing the math. Keep doing math. Keep doing your times tables. Okay? So these are unit rates. And it turns out they're equivalent. They're the same. That means the rates are the same. The rates are the same. Well, you know what? I'm doing it again, aren't I? It's not that they're the same. They're equivalent. Because you might think, well, he said same, that means equal. No, let's be precise. Are equivalent. There you go. Much better. Not so great on the writing, but you get the idea. Why? Because the unit rates are the same. The unit rates are equivalent. I made that noise because I almost made the same mistake again. Part of the problem here is I'm in a rush. I gotta just take a deep breath, calm down, enjoy the math. And I do like doing math. It's late, I'm a little tired, and so yeah, I can imagine how you feel right now too. If you're watching this video, chances are it's probably late at night. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not true, but hey, what do I know? Okay, 15, let's move on. 16 out of 28 students own pets. 240 out of 560 students own pets. All right, okay. So we have 16 to 28 students own pets. Wow, okay, so this is going to be weird. Students to students. Although, if you really want to be precise, this would be the total. Because I don't like that. That doesn't sit right with me. I'm going to change this as total. Because it's 16 out of 28 students. 28 total, I'm assuming. 28 students with pets. And the other one is 240 out of 560. 240, 560. Same idea. Students with pets. Total. Okay. Hoo boy. Again, off the top of my head, I can say that 28 times 2 gives me 56. So that means 28 times 20 gives me that. Will 20 times 16 give me this? Let's find out. Because that's what I want to sure. 16 times 20. That's 0, 0. That's 32. Nope, not even close. So, okay, now again, I did a lot of mental math in my head here. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. That doesn't make sense. He went too fast. But verify it for yourself. 28 times 20 does give you 56, or 560, right? But you know what? Let's just assume, hey, let's go from the very beginning. It didn't scale up. Well, it did, but let's say you couldn't see it. All else fails, simplify everything. See what happens. Okay, I'm going to treat them like fractions. I can simplify this by 4. See what happens. I got 4/7, right? 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 4 is 16. These end in 0. I can divide by 10. That gives me 24 over 56. These are even numbers. I can divide by 2. That's 12 over 28. Divide by 4. That's 3 7/7. 3/7. That look right? Yeah, okay. So we have 4/7, 3/7. So I ask you, 4/7, 3/7. Nope. I can divide by 1, but 4 divided by 1 does not give me 3. Wait, I did something wrong, because if I said, no, I'm still right, it's no. It's no. Because this is not 20. This actually gives me, see what happens when you get a little sloppy? I did the work, but I didn't write the numbers. Not the same. These are not the same. So it's a no, either way. So let's just review, because I kind of took big steps here. I took the ratios, right? I scaled up. I scaled this one up by 20 because it works. And then I verified, or tried to see if this works with 20 as well. 16 times 20 gives me 320, not 340. So this is not it. It has to be something less than that. Either way, the numbers will not be the same. The factors will not be the same. Now, if you still couldn't see it, you want to verify that, what I did next was, okay, I rewrote the ratios. I simplified them till I got to simplest form, 4/7, 3/7, not the same. Okay? So, number 15, I'm going to put it here on the side. The rates are not equivalent. Why? The fractions are not equivalent. Ended up treating them like fractions and checking it out. Now, you guys, you know this, I do this a lot. I make mistakes. And as always, I'd like to say I do it on purpose. I don't. I'm still getting used to the idea of talking and doing math. I usually don't talk when I do math. Okay? So I'm still getting used to the idea. I'm getting a little better about it, I think. I think most people will agree I'm getting better at this. But still, got a long way to go. So, 13 is yes. I wrote the sentences. 15 is no. I wrote the sentences. 2 more to go. Now be aware, on the quiz, I might change things a little bit. Okay, I'm going to add some tweaks. So you really got to pay attention. Don't assume you know what the answer is until you read the questions. All right, number 17. Fenton is building a model of a living room. The model sofa is 16 inches long and 7 inches deep. The real sofa's dimensions are 80 inches long and 35 inches deep. Is the ratio of the model dimension equivalent to the ratio of the real sofa's dimension? Explain your reasoning. Okay. Whew. I'm not an artist. I'm going to kind of draw. I know we're talking about a sofa. Do you have to draw this? No. I'm going to pretend I'm seeing it from the top down. Like if I was floating a little bit, I guess. Here's the cushions. Here are the cushions. I don't know what this is. I'm not an artist. But there's my sofa. Either way, it says the sofa is what? 16 inches long. So from here to here, 16 inches long, right? And it's 7 inches deep. Okay. Again, top-down view. I'm going to put that here, top-down view. If I was on the, like a fly, on the ceiling looking down, I'd see the armrest, I'd see the back of it, and I'd see the cushions. All right. Top-down view. All right. And then this is the model, by the way. The real one apparently is 80 inches long. Excuse me. 80 inches long. And how many inches deep? 35 inches deep. There you go. So, I can draw another sofa real quick. It's not accurate, but again, the goal here is not to be an artist. The goal here is to understand what's going on. So we're comparing the model with the real sofa. Are they the same rates? Okay. So, we have long to deep. Long to deep. We have 18 to 7. And then we have 80 to 35. Okay. All right. After all this work, this might be easier than I thought. I think it might take me longer to actually do the art than to just do the math. Okay. Real quick, I'm going to scan it real fast. Hey, look, I know I can scale up from 7 to 35 if I multiply by 5. Will 18 times 5 give me 80? I don't know. Will it? I could do it in my head, but I think from the last problem, I'm just going to do the work. 5 times 8 is 40. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 4 is 90. Now, something's wrong here. Can you tell what I did wrong? Can you tell what I did wrong? Is it really 18? It's not. It's 16. See what happens when you go too fast? $16 times 5. That gives a totally different answer. Yep. 16 times 5 does give me 80. So you know what that means. Same factor. We're scaling up by the same factor. That means the fractions are equivalent. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. So, the rates are equivalent. Why? Because the fractions are equivalent. Okay? Sometimes it can be that easy. The hard part is setting it up. Make sure you understand. And even after I thought I understood, I still goofed it up because I didn't copy it correctly. A little mistake like that, will mess you up. So take your time, do it right. Advice for me, it's just as good as it applies to you. It applies to me just as much. All right, last problem, number 19. And then we can call it a night or a day or whatever time it is for you. For me, it's night. It's about, what time is it? 10 o'clock. Hey, time for bed. So let's finish this because I'm tired, guys. I've been up since 5. All right. Rosalinda saved $35 in 5 weeks. Her sister saved $56 in 56 days. Are the rates at which each sister saved equivalent? Okay. All right. $35 with the 5. This is $35 saved. In 5 weeks. Very nice. The other numbers that go together, we have $56 saved in 56 days. Oh boy. Make sure I copy this down. Some of you might be tempted, oh, that's easy. I can simplify this. That's 7 to 1, right? Divided by 5, 7 to 1. It's just 1 to 1. They're not the same. Here's the deal. Ratios. Saved per week, saved per days. You need to have the same units. You need to be talking about the same thing. So if you got this one wrong, chances are you just went ahead and did what I just said. You simplified this till it got to 7 to 1. You simplified this till it got to 1 to 1. And said, oh, not the same. The rates are not the same because the fractions are not the same. And that's wrong. Okay? Copy the information down and actually look at the words. This is why I tell you, write the words. It does make a difference. Okay? Saved per week, $35 per 5 weeks, $56 in 56 days. Now I'm going to go ahead and change this into days. Okay? This will be 8 weeks anyways, so might be the same thing, but let's not go there. I'd rather do this. You could do this either way. You know what? I'm wishy-washy right now because I kind of want to do both, but I only want to do one because it's late. Okay? So you could change this to weeks. It would be 7 weeks. You could change this to days, which would be 35 days. I'm going to go ahead and change. I'm changing weeks to days. I have proclaimed that. That's what I've decided on. 5 weeks. That means there's 7 days in a week. 5 times 7. 5 days. Oh, excuse me. 5 weeks times 7 days. That's 35 days. Right? You probably can't see it from a distance. Let me see if I can do this a little better. 5 times 7. 35 days. Excellent. So let's rewrite everything. $35 saved in 35 days. $56 saved in 56 days. Hey now, I think you see what's going on, right? You can simplify them. When the numbers on top is the same as the number on the bottom, you have a full set. Again, if I treat them as fractions, it's 1 to 1. It's 1. But here we go. Let me just do the work anyways. Let's not skip any steps. 1 to 1, 1 to 1. But what does that mean? What does that mean? Just to make sure. I know it's not part of the question, but it bugs me. I need to put this down. This means this person saved $1 a day. This person saved $1 a day. The fractions are the same. The unit rates are the same. Depends how you want to look at it. Okay? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yes. So, the rates are equivalent. You probably thought I was going to say the same, huh? Equivalent because now it's up to you how you want it. If you want to call it a fraction, you want to call it a unit rate, I leave it up to you to decide. Either one's fine because I went with unit rates because it is per one, right? $1 per day, $1 per day. The unit rates are the same. And that's it. Done. If you understand this perfectly, you get it, you're awesome. If you're still having a little difficulty, but you're still going, you're fighting it, you're awesome too. Again, the struggle is what helps you learn the math. Okay? Seriously. It's okay to struggle a little bit. It's okay to not understand it a little bit. Just keep at it. Do not give up. You understand numbers. This is all just numbers. Seriously, don't be afraid of it. Alright guys, I'm going to call it quits. I'll see you on the next video.